Why did it take this long? Why did it take this long to Lucien? Okay, that spells right. Lucien Lavre. Why did it take this long for Lucien Lavre to be sacked? So it took a 5-1 malnourishment by Stuttgart to get sacked. Dude should have been sacked. And I think it's see, too little, too late might be a bit harsh because yes, Dortmund can be saved. It's not like if they're in any relegation zone, but this should have been done earlier. It should have been done a lot more earlier. But this is not just about the 5-1. It can't be about the 5-1. I'm sure it can't be about the 5-1. It's about you have very talented players. I know what Sancho can do. We all know what Haaland can do. Your boy Reyna can say what's up as well. And we're also about this boy coming through. Max Hummels. He still can do something. So the talent is there. And it is there is no reason for the players that Dortmund have for them to be doing worse than a Leipzig or for them to be getting pimped by these teams. And I think Lav has always used the excuse that hey, we're a feeder club, and don't have admitted to being a feeder club. Dortmund have admitted to be like, you know what, we're not actually interested in winning the title. We develop players and we then just sort of sell them on. So that's my thing. So if you're a feeder club, why sack him? Favre, of course, he does well to develop these players, make them pretty good. Coaches them well. It's basically it's like an orphan's home. It's an off. Dortmund is an orphanage. We take in kids from the streets, get them to be confident, and then we give them to parents who want to pretty much take them into their families. It's an orphanage. So why did the orphanage sack this dude now? Because my thing is for Dortmund. Are you sacking him because you lost 5-1 at the crib? Or are you sacking him because of a more larger, bigger reason? And the bigger reason being this dude isn't doing good enough for the talent that he has at his disposal. Dortmund should at least have a much better chance to Bayern Munich. And it's not only that, it's the games against Bayern. I get what Bayern, I get what they're about, but to get larynxed, Lara Crofted, and realized and matriculated every single time by Bayern Munich, where it's easy. And Bayern Munich were even being very cheeky by saying, oh, well, their Classica is just as good as El Clasico. Give me a break. Give me a break. El Clasico is still a game. Their Classica is child abuse. It's child abuse. It's been constant yearly child abuse by Bayern, where home and away, they bend them over and they do them dirty with no freaking lubricaciones. So, Favre can't have any qualms about this because that's just what I want to get down here. If it's just about this game, Dortmund are not going anywhere. If it's just about this game, but if it's about no. This is the tipping point. We need you. We need a manager who can make this team do better. Because trust me, I'll tell you this. You give Nagelsmann to these guys, I think they do better. You give Nagelsmann Erling Haaland. You give him Reyna. You give him your boy Sancho. Because let's keep it real. Leipzig don't have a striker like Haaland. Timo Werner wasn't freaking Erling Haaland when he was scoring for Leipzig. Do they have a player as skilled or with the kind of ability and quality as a Gio Reyna or a freaking Sancho? Kunku in that. Forsberg in that. Sabitzer in that. They are, but they're not to the quality of the kind of guys that Dortmund have. So for me, I'm like, there has to be a coach or a manager that gets better there. So the question now is, who do you bring in? You've got to. I think you've got to bring in a better coach manager. You can't bring in a philosophy manager because don't bring in Ten Hag because Ten Hag is not going to take them anywhere. He's just going to make them play good football but not going anywhere. They need to bring in a proper manager. And you see, obviously, you have Allegri is out of a job. I think Spalletti is out of a job, and I think your boy Benitez is out of a job. I keep on saying, and it's a name that gets thrown around. It's like Benitez is a very underrated manager. And why I would say Benitez is try and win. You see, Favre is just a coach. He's not about winning. It's just, okay, I'll just make these guys do good, coach them, train them well, and that's it. But I'm not really here about winning. I want these young guys to be given a manager with experience who's won things and can say what's up with them. So I would like to say, Benitez, let's see, because we know what Benitez did with Valencia. We saw what he did with Liverpool. He was successful with Chelsea, gave them a flipping a European title. So I'd want them to get an older, experienced manager who has experience winning trophies. Did Favre win anything before? So yeah, Favre, it is what it is. You disgraced and you fully don't take advantage of the times you had at your disposal and you deserved that freaking sack. Like that vid, subscribe.